Facebook stresses me out. Like, I get on it for my business, and then invariably I'm clicking away, and I'm going down a path, and I swear I've regressed to childhood where I'm back to the dork in the corner who's afraid to say something, and then I do, and it's not listened to, but the popular girl posts some awful things about her husband, and she's got 150 likes, you know? I would never do that to you, husband. But
Well, let's just talk about this for just a moment, and then we'll take the whole thing in context. Getting 150 likes for something unwanted is not winning. All that means is that whoever is looking there is looking for trouble and finding it, because that's the frequency that they're in. But it is our promise to you that many more of them than would ever admit it are feeling funny in their stomach like you do if you get focused there too much. So the internet and Facebook are like anything else. There are aspects that you want and aspects that you don't want, and your vibrational frequency will begin to set the tone for what comes to you.
So ramp up before I even get on Facebook, maybe.
Be clear about who you are and what you're looking for and what you want. Okay. One of the things that has been one of the most profound and beautifully spoken tenets of the philosophy that we express to the world is mind your own business. Wasn't that beautifully said? Mind your own business, because it's enough for you to find your own vibrational alignment. When you've got your nose in everybody else's business, then it's just activating all kinds of unresolved things. And so while it does help you launch rockets of desire, and it does help you make your vortex stronger about who you are and what you really want, the more you put your attention upon things over which you have no control, the more important it is that you stand in your place of alignment as you are doing it. And then it can be an interesting journey rather than an upsetting journey. When you're in alignment, anything that you see won't upset you. When you're out of alignment, so much of what you see will upset you. So it's a matter of how well connected with who you really are, you are. When you are in alignment and someone posts something and someone is in distress, in your alignment, you will be solution-oriented, not problem-oriented. The majority of the people who are chiming in are problem-oriented. In other words, when you see something that is unpleasant and you click like, in your chiming in, what you're doing is acknowledging that that's the vibrational frequency that I'm at too. Agreed. We are in a similar vibrational frequency. Well, if you're not in a similar vibrational frequency, you don't like, you yike. Yikes. There should be a like and a yikes.
So good to be here to connect with you in this way. I have a question about something that I see. We were talking about auras before, and I've seen some auras in the past, but not consistently. What I do see...
Well, there's not always something there to see. Do you always see a rainbow?
Right. A matter of perspective.
Sometimes the rainbow is not presenting itself in a way that can be interpreted visually. And so sometimes the aura is more evident than others. And sometimes, you're right, sometimes you are up to speed with it and therefore able to interpret it better.
I guess it's a question of perspective, and I'm really interested in optics and lighting, and that's really what the rainbow is all about for our eyes. So what I see, I can best describe as, it's like a pixel. If you've ever seen a computer screen with a pixel that's broken, except this isn't broken, it's more alive than everything else around it. It's actually vivid, it sparkles and twinkles like a star.
So what you're seeing is, you're interpreting energy visually.
This I understand. Yeah, so I'm trying to understand what it is, because I feel good about it. I don't feel like my vision is broken.
It isn't. It's enhanced.
Yes, and I'm wondering, because the sense I feel is that I almost want to leap through it. It feels like an opening of sorts.
Well, it is, but look at it this way. So here's this vortex version of whatever it is you're focused upon. And you're in this open and allowing place where you're beginning the translation. Now, earlier we were talking about how the earliest manifestations come in the form of an idea and an emotion. Well, yours are coming in the visual. Esther's very auditory. Most people are more auditory than visual. But when you are visual, that means the vibration is being seen by you. But the vision isn't coming into full fruition yet, in the same way that the manifestation isn't coming into full fruition, because you haven't practiced that frequency long enough that it will take shape. We so want you to hear this. This reality that you are all in agreement upon at one time looked to everyone like that. And now, because more are up to speed, more are looking, more are expecting, in other words, you're born able to translate more, the evolution of your species is causing that, you see. Good to know. This reality that feels so, looks so, smells so real is a vibrational interpretation. So what you're talking about is an enhanced, expanded version of that vibrational interpretation that you are translating into visual. And there is no limit to where it can go. But we want to give you this. We are so happily giving this to you. It may feel to you like this pixelated, albeit exhilarating version, that you'd like it to play out even more in the ethers and in the vision, but it's only going to go so far, and then it's going to become a manifested reality that looks real just like everything else looks real. So you see what we're getting at? It's the beginning stages of a reality.
The visual interpretation is just of that manifestation process.
Yes, and it's to help you to know how it all works. How do thoughts turn to things? That's how. Through someone receiving the interpretation of it.
Yeah, so it's all a matter of manifestation. It's all about becoming real, and this is just my...
So let's make that an even better statement. It's all about manifestations, true enough, but let's make it even better, more accurately stated. It's all about the perception of manifestations.
My perception, which is more visual, it seems.
And most humans are not happy with a manifestation that only they perceive. They want everybody else to see the car in the garage too. But if you can be satisfied with your manifestation, whether it's an idea or a vision accompanied by an emotion, and you're able to maintain your joyful connection with it, it must play out in full fruition. It must.
Yeah.
So I've been following you for 3 or 4 years.
You all say you're following us, but you're really leading us.
I'm so nervous.
It's your asking that brings us, you see. That's why you're leading.
And literally my life has changed since I started listening to you and everything. I have my dream job. I'm in a place in a city where I wanted to be. I have almost everything. But now I'm ready to, I'm having my relationships, that's where I still wobble.
It's usually the wobbly place. Because on your own, you can conjure and practice a vibration. But when there's somebody else involved, they're doing their own thing. And so you just sort of have to let them do it and not let whatever it is they're doing affect your vibration. So it is a little trickier, but...
I think I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I used to attract not very nice men. And I've definitely gotten better. I've noticed that I'm attracting very nice men now. I guess I'm defining better the type of guy that I want to be with, and I am happier.
We just want to say something to you before you get too far into this. So, do you accept that there is a vibrational version and there is the version that you're practicing most?
Yes.
On almost every subject, really?
Yes.
So, there's a vibrational version of this person that you want, but there's the version that you offer mostly. And when they're not the same, it's good that they don't come in. So as you become more definitive about what you want, and therefore cleaner in your vibration, then you just don't let in things that are a far off match, or they're really a big mismatch. You see what we're getting at? Even though what you want hasn't zeroed all the way in, the fact that you feel better about it means that you're moving in the right direction. Our best analogy of this is a woman said to us some years ago, "Abraham, will you give me the word so that I can help my son get a mate? He really wants a mate. He's miserable without a mate. Will you help me?" And we said, "No." And she said, why not? And we said, because if he gets a mate right now, she'll be just like he is. She'll be depressed, she'll be unemployed, she'll be unhappy in her experience. They'll bang around together for a while and then they'll break apart. And she says, that's exactly what's been happening. So there's something to be said for getting yourself where you want to be before you start attracting someone. A lot of people are not where they want to be, but that's all they've got going. So they're offering a very strong vibration. So they just keep getting more of what they don't want, more of what they don't want, more of what they don't want. How nice is it to get over here where you're maintaining a vibrational frequency of what you do want and saying to the universe, it's okay. You don't have to bring me anyone today. Wait until I really am matched to what I really want before anybody shows up. I want to be who I want to be. I'm going to become the person that the person who matches me will be before the person comes. Because if they come before you're ready, well, there's nothing awful about it except that you put more in your vortex. But your vortex is ready. Your vortex is complete. You don't need more experience. You've got a complete vortex. Now just line up with it and don't be impatient about it. Let it show up, and it's our promise you'll know it when you see it.
So I feel like I'm ready for moving forward with like marriage and having children.
If you
and
were,
everything.
is someone there?
There's someone that I recently met. I don't have any expectations because it's too soon, but I'm just wondering, like, I just want to make sure I maintain in the right vibration, and I don't know if I wobble.
This is the perfect opportunity to not try to make it conditional. Make it emotional, which is unconditional. So what does marriage mean? Describe marriage to us in emotional ways rather than conditional ways. So marriage is
a union, love, happiness.
Union is more conditional. So a marriage is, we'll use general words and specific words. It's love. It's a feeling of steady love. It's a love that is deep and gets deeper. It's an appreciation that is easy, that flows easily. It's lightheartedness. It's enlivenment. It's anticipation. It's eagerness. It's openness. It's happiness. It's joyful. It's delicious. It's lovely. It's sensual. It's satisfying. You see what we're getting at? Now, all of those words triggered a vibration within you, and none of it was conditional, and so there's no garbage that was introduced, no resistance that was introduced. So if you stay general like that, and then that general vibration will lead to even more specifics. It will be more specific about what loving feels like. It will be more specific about what fun and humor feels like. It will be more specific about what adventure and delight and deliciousness feels like, until you've got this vibration going that just becomes more detailed and more detailed and more vivid, and then bam, hello. And not, are you the one? Here's my list of requirements. Not, tell me about yourself. Oh, never mind. Just, hello. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. 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 And it's mutual, because the yeah is mutual. It's not, come to me, don't run away. You see what we're getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So enjoy the journey of that. Some people want to find somebody right now, and then they want to start working it out. All right, we'll go meet your parents. All right, we'll go meet my parents. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Well, let's negotiate. Let's compromise. And we say, But if you've let law of attraction work it out for you, if you've maintained this vibration that is consistent with your vortex, then all this source energy that knows what you're asking for, knows who everybody else is, and knows the path to lead you from where you are right to where you're wanting to be. And so when you meet, the feeling of mutual appreciation will be so emphatic that there will be no doubt in your mind of two things. One, you've matched your own dream, and law of attraction has matched it with a physical reality all the way over here. So, this is the difference that we want you to feel. it feels to so many like they just give me a tangible body and then we'll work it out. And so you don't start being happy until you got somebody there that you can argue with.